Hello everybody, it's Matt here from Prepared UK 101, and today I have for you the Jet Boil MiniMo. Ostensibly it's quite expensive. If you just do a Google search or some kind of search engine search for the MiniMo, it comes out at over £140 in the UK. Even companies like Go Outdoors, who drastically discount that price, they still come in quite expensively, and the shelf price is £126. I bought mine £70. If you discount the £5 for my membership renewal, I paid £75 in total. The MiniMo cost me £70. That is a bit of a bargain, and I would strongly recommend anybody who's thinking about getting one of these buying it from somewhere like Go Outdoors, where it becomes an affordable item. So let's have a look what's inside and let's see what we get. Packaged for mass display on the shelves. There's a little hanger there. I like to keep mine in storage in the plastic box that it comes in, just to keep it safe. So the MiniMo is advertised as having lots of features. One of the first things that struck me was a 1 to 2 person cooking system. I think for the size of it, I think it would be leaning more towards the 2 people cooking system than being a 1 person cooking system, and it was certainly hold enough to be able to facilitate that. The electric ignition, hot and cold, so it has some winter applications as well, although my thoughts on winter applications are it's normally more down to the gas delivery than the regulator on the stove. This, when I was looking at it in the store, I thought was really helpful. You can boil in a MiniMo with a 100 gram canister 12 litres of water. That's pretty good going, giving you a total burn time of 60 minutes. So it's looking like it's going to boil a 1 litre of water in 5 minutes. It will boil 1 to 2 half litre or 2 cups of water in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I brought with me and prepared 750 millilitres of water so that I can gauge it against other tests that I've done with other stoves to see how it compares with them. The MiniMo itself looks like quite a bulky item, but that's because in comparison with the standard Jet Boil, it's just that little bit fatter, but then also benefits from being that little bit shorter. If we compare it with something like the Jet Boil Zip, it is a little bit shorter than the Zip, but it's not that much bigger. If you go lid to lid, it's not bad. It's certainly impressing me at the moment. It's definitely holding its own. These, when I reviewed the Alp Kit Brew Kit, were one of the features that I preferred on the Alp Kit Brew Kit to the Jet Boil, and that was the metal handles. I am not such a big fan of this type of handle. Yeah, I like, they're okay, but they're not great. If you're using it for drinking, then I guess it kind of serves a purpose. But these, with it being a little bit wider, we're so much better off for having these nice butterfly handles. The comes with a standard Jet Boil canister stand that fits neatly in the lid. That's quite a nice feeling lid actually. It felt like it had a good fit on the cup. It does have a good fit on the cup. Little strainer there, also the little cutout so that you can drink from it without having the lid open and risking spilling and scalding yourself. And in here, Jet Boil's instruction booklet on use, and the burner unit. Looks very much like a pretty standard JetBoil burner unit. Just going to see if I can find a pair of scissors just to remove that tag. I wasn't expecting to find that there, but there we go. And yeah, good, solid, well made JetBoil burner. Very nice. Very nice. With pizza ignition. The JetBoil bottom comes up, is very often advertised as being able to be used as a cup or a bowl, but really I just think it's there to protect JetBoil's famous flux ring from being damaged when in storage or in transit in your rucksack. The burner fits on nicely, good solid fit. It's nice, I like it, One of the things that, let me just get a gas canister just to give it something to stand on. And that's how it would be in operation. This bag is quite a good idea, I think. I think the bag is there so that when you have the burner, excuse me, when you have the burner inside the cup, it doesn't rattle, and also it won't scratch the beautiful anodized finish on the inside. The complaint that I had with the Alpkit brew kit was with the handles, and it was with the handles not actually having been attached straight, but these look like they are on absolutely perfectly. Let me just try and take the sleeve off. Oh. Okay. And oh, that's much better. The fitting of the butterfly handles to the cup, that's really strong. I like that. And nice and straight as well. So it is, for a £75 cooking system, really starting to look like it was worth the money. Only comes in the blue. If you're going to take advantage of the discounted price, you have to get it with the blue sleeve. They did have the black ones in store, but they were at the standard price of £126. Canister stand. Gives you a good solid foundation on which to stand the cooking system when it's in use. And with the lid on is how it would be in operation. It says in the literature that it weighs 415 grams without a canister of gas. I have no real reason to dispute them on that. And it certainly looks like it carries all of the hallmarks of being a really good quality JetBoil cooking system. One of the features that JetBoil say is advantageous with this particular model over, for example, the traditional JetBoil is, with the original JetBoil, there was getting food from the bottom with a standard sized fork was awkward. Now with the MiniMo, it being that little bit shorter and that little bit wider means that it's so much easier to use to eat out of. Having said that though, I've never actually eaten directly from one of my jet boils. I always cook in boiling water in a bag. If I'm using a jet boil, that's the way I do it. And then I have quite a long handled spoon and I eat straight from the bag and use the water to make a cup of tea. So, talking about making cups of tea, let's see how it does in a boil test. Have a stopwatch here and 3/4 of a litre of tap water. Pop the lid on and see struck first time, always reassuring to see it do that. And let's start the clock. I did wonder when I bought it whether or not it would look a little bit diminutive on a 100 gram canister. Let me just check it's on full. Yeah, if it would look diminutive on a 100 gram canister. But it doesn't. I think on something like a 500 gram canister, which would give it significantly more height, I think there your canister size is approximately the same size as your cup. Canister would fit width-wise inside the cup, but certainly not height-wise. And I don't think you'd get a 230 gram canister inside the jet boil with the burner in there as well. So what you'd probably have to do is trade something off and maybe keep all of your brew kit, sugar, sweetener, whatever it is that you take in the jet boil instead of loose in your rucksack, and keep the canister in your rucksack. Already got a significant amount of condensation forming on the top of the jet boil, so you come up to 1.5 minutes and there is steam gently coming from the drinking spout. If I take the lid off, I run the risk of it increasing the boil time. My goodness. That's already showing signs of coming up to temperature very, very nicely indeed. I don't know if you can see it or not because it's in the beautiful sunlight that's coming in through my office window, but we do have a decent amount of steam forming, which is always a good sign. Yeah, I had to come into work to make this video today. Moved house recently, and I have a setup with a desk the same as this in my office, but unfortunately there's a little bit of road noise from the garage, so I don't quite get the peace and quiet that I'd be looking for to do a review like this. So their original claim was 1 to 2 cups in 2.5 minutes, or a full litre in 5 minutes. And I've got 3/4 of a litre in there, so I don't know exactly how the mathematics would work out. But it's not going to be far away. The stopwatch has just gone past 3 minutes. We're 3 minutes 12 now. And there we have it. There we have it. That is definitely a full rolling boil. 3/4 of a litre of water, under 3.5 minutes. 3 minutes 24. Absolutely fantastic. Again, a nice little bit of redesign from JetBoil, looking at the competition, looking at what people want, and giving us a really good quality cooking system, all bordering on being suitable for 2 people, certainly suitable for 1 person, and discounted down to the price of £70. Not a bad product. Well done, JetBoil. So as always, if you enjoyed my video, please like, share and subscribe. This has been Matt from Prepared UK 101 with the JetBoil MiniMo.